Have you ever looked at someone's small, almost silly habits and quietly wondered, do they actually have a crush on me? Most people won't tell you outright. Instead, they reveal it through tiny, deeply human signals, funny at first glance, but surprisingly rooted in real psychology. Today, let's explore 6 of those hidden signs. Stay with me until the end, because some of these will make you see certain people in your life very differently. Number 1, they laugh a little too easily at what you say even when it isn't especially funny. Imagine, you casually mention you overslept this morning, and they react with a soft giggle, or you share an ordinary comment, like it's chilly today, and they break into a warm smile. At first, it feels strange, but here's why it happens when someone has a crush. Their brain releases dopamine whenever they interact with you. Dopamine isn't just a feel-good chemical. It literally makes your words sound more interesting and rewarding to them. It turns small talk into something worth smiling about. They're not faking it. It's almost automatic. And what's even more telling is when this laughter shows up at odd times. When you complain, say something mundane, or when the moment really isn't funny. This isn't about your joke. It's about your presence. It's a quiet sign of emotional investment. Their brain wants to encourage more interaction with you even by rewarding them with laughter. And they often don't realize it's happening. So next time you notice someone who laughs at almost everything you say, it may reveal more than you think. But if laughter feels too easy to hide, what about something their own biology can't disguise? Number 2, their pupils quietly dilate when they look at you. It sounds like a movie cliché, but real studies support it. When someone feels desire or attraction, the sympathetic nervous system responds, and the pupils widen to take in more visual detail. It's not something you can choose to do, it just happens. Next time you catch them glancing at you, watch for that subtle darkening or widening of their pupils, especially if it seems to appear suddenly. When you enter the room or when eye contact lingers, they may stay composed, even act indifferent, but biology doesn't play along. The fascinating part, this effect often fades quickly as they look away, so you need to notice it in the moment before they adjust their gaze. It's quiet, mysterious, and deeply human. The eyes reveal what words often hide, and it can feel strangely intimate, like seeing a small window into what they won't say out loud. But there's another sign, more self-conscious and almost funny in how obvious it can look, yet it's often overlooked. Number 3, they check or touch their lips before talking to you. It could be a quick lip press, a subtle swipe of balm, lightly biting the lower lip, or running the tongue over their teeth. In psychology, this is known as preening small, unconscious grooming behaviors triggered by attraction. It's rarely about vanity. Picture this, they're about to ask you something, and you catch them quickly adjusting their lips or glancing at a reflection. They might not even realize why they're doing it. It's a sweet mix of nerves and desire. Showing your presence makes them more self-aware than usual. The funny part, often they do it even mid-conversation, as if their mind suddenly reminds them, look your best. It's a tiny but powerful clue. Attraction often shows first in the details we don't consciously plan. Still, if that feels too subtle, what about a sign that shows how deeply you've entered their thoughts? Number 4, they remember small details you barely remember sharing. Maybe you once mentioned your favorite childhood snack, a song you like, or a place you hope to visit someday. Weeks later, they bring it up or even surprise you with something related. It can feel surprising, almost strange. How did they remember that? The answer is emotional salience. When someone matters to us, the brain flags information about them as important, and memories stick better. They don't have a perfect memory. They have selective memory built around you. They might forget big dates or random facts, but if it's about you, it lingers. And these moments, though small, reveal that your words aren't just background noise to them. They're quietly cherished, stored, and sometimes replayed in private thought. It's a kind of affection that doesn't always come with grand declarations, but it says even more. Now, what if their attraction affects not just what they remember, but even how they act around you? Number 5, they mirror you, sometimes almost comically. In psychology, mirroring is when someone subconsciously copies another person's posture, gestures, or choice of words. Imagine you lean back in your chair and moments later they do too. Or you start using a phrase like "actually," and suddenly it slips into their speech. It's not mockery. It's the subconscious trying to create closeness by saying, "We're alike." Research shows this boosts trust and comfort without words. What makes it revealing is that it usually happens without planning. They might even mirror your laugh, speed of speech, or expressions. To outsiders, it can look almost obvious, but for the two involved, it feels natural. Mirroring isn't forced, and that makes it deeply authentic. The mind unconsciously echoes what it wants to belong to, so next time you catch someone reflecting your movements or words, consider what it really means. They're quietly trying to feel closer to you finally. Sometimes the biggest truth shows itself not in what they do, but in how they feel when you're simply there. Number 6. Their mood subtly changes when you enter or leave a room. It doesn't have to be dramatic. Maybe they sit up straighter, their tone warms, or their energy brightens when you arrive. Or notice when you say goodbye. Sometimes they seem quieter, distracted, or take a little longer to look away. These emotional shifts are often subconscious. They can't fully hide them, because your presence affects them more than they'd admit. It's human. We light up around what matters and feel a small drop when it leaves. And even if they try to act normal, watch closely. These small changes often speak louder than words. They show that you aren't just another person in the room. Your presence or absence quietly shapes their emotional landscape. And often that truth is far more genuine than any confession. When you look at these 6 signs together, the unexpected laughter, the pupils dilating, the lip checks, the memory for details, the mirroring, and the shift in mood, they reveal what words sometimes hide: a genuine human crush. If this video opened your eyes to someone's quiet signals, give this video a like, share it with someone curious about human nature, and subscribe for more psychology-rich insights. And tell us in the comments, which of these signs have you noticed, and did it surprise you?